this is episode 1, and it's called Street Races, or Street Nights.
We're getting lippy.
And we work on the street.
Getting lippy with Blair.
We're working on the street now.
Getting lippy, cook us something.
And we're just going to put an easy lip on it, because I've seen some cars around town with them on, and I thought they look quite cool.
Was that easy though?
Needs to watch me because I'm shit. Do I need to watch the RX4 as well? Street night, we're going to do a oil change or a wheel alignment with 4x2 and string. Shane claims that he does it better than Tony's tyre service.
Wow. So
I'll be a fool to decline that offer.
Sorry Jaysen, I know we've had many attempts at talking about this Corolla.
Yeah.
But what's going on here?
Just a little bit of a spit shine really. Rescued it off a friend of mine who gave up.
Let's see this. She got some more.
And then painted it, started putting it back together. It's been a bit of a jigsaw.
Nope.
And it's still a jigsaw. By the looks.
It's like trying to do something.
Oh, I heard something then. Yeah, the starter's not hooked up.
Hey, cool.
So that would be a good reason why.
Mate. It's a bit dodgy. Might do something. Hey! Just crank it over for a little bit. They're like sparked once.
The whole time.
My bad, it's touching the horn. It's hilarious grounding the horn out. It was awesome.
It won't go. Because it's been apart so much. It's freaking, no one labelled anything.
Nothing else over there, eh?
What are you doing, Andrew?
Oh, just taking some shocks out through this inspection hatch. Oh, one's a f***ing 12mm, Jace.
Oh, you're having a mess.
Fuck it, nah, it's like the Americans, eh? Fucking Americans. Putting all sorts of f***ed up bolts and shit. 2 of them were 13s. One's a 12.
Alright, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all enjoying your Christmas holidays and got some time off work to
relax with family, friends, and get some much needed time spent in the garage. As you can see tonight, we are working on Jaysen's RX2. The highlight stiff back from being shortened, and the guys are just test fitting that now. So Blair's working down the back while we wait for the wheels to arrive, so probably won't see that for a little while, but that gives us time to focus on Jaysen's car. So with Jaysen's new wheel combo and that highlight stiff, there's a bit of poke in the rear, so to combat that, he's going wide body, which is pretty out there for an RX2, but it's going to come out great, I'm sure. So what's going on? Looks a little bit different in here.
So we've just put the diff in. New Penard rod there.
Different.
That's a bit different. So it's now got a Hilux, which has all been cut down and changed for us to fit. And then just taking the shocks out because we need to get some shorter shocks.
Funny that.
Then we can tuck it up in the guards. And then next mission is to cut the guards and weld them before it goes off to get wide-bodied. So it's the Hilux diff is shorter, but it's still longer than the RX2 diff. And that was because we've got 10-inch wide wheels on the back. So to do that, we had to poke them out a little bit further than what the factory stuff was. And yeah, they sit like an inch out either side of the factory guards. That's why we have to change the guards. But we're used to cutting shit up, and at least we're not doing it once the car's painted this time, so at least it's before it's painted.
You ready, son?
Hey, man.
You gonna own it in a sec?
That's me.
Nah, just kidding, it's on the jack. Someone needs to operate the jack while Jaysen's son holds
Max,
the ends.
You go
Check it up, Max, check it up!
have the diff, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so one shock's out.
It's got a heavy, eh?
Well done, bud.
Yeah.
Well done. So what are you going to do about those?
We're going to buy some coilovers, bro.
Or, actually, that was underwhelming as
Oh. Is that it? No show. No fireworks.
I feel like the lowered spring. I honestly think
Straight
the
in the
lowered
fucking
spring.
nuts. This is how we do it in Pran.
You got to have something solid for that to go on, and you got to put your foot on the shock and the spring at the same time, and then win every time.
New Zealand style, eh?
So it's not exactly like you can go buy an off-the-shelf bolt-on wide body kit for RX2s. So it's going to get shipped off to someone else to do, someone who knows what they're doing. A car like that you don't really want to stuff up. So the plan is Jace will cut and weld the rear metal section, and the rest of the work will be done by a professional.
Keep going up. Still got quite a bit of room going up.
You're just checking the clearance on here, eh? Okay, yeah, looks alright.
Holy shit!
Far out, look at that room. Yeah, I know, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's enough, that's enough.
I think that's all you're going to get. Yeah.
How much is down here?
Even.
It's actually 2.5.
So if you want to go lower than that, you go chop the floor for the diffy.
Oh, I think that's low enough anyway.
Yeah,
Like that there.
Yeah,
That's
but
low, man.
You can't have that as ride height because the diff's like pretty much on the floor.
Oh, just cut.
So ride height will have to be higher than that.
We'll just have to chop it now.
Yeah. Cut.
You tell the people at home what we're doing here.
We're gonna cut that up so that the diff can come up higher and we go super low.
Typical Hilux diff. When you got super low, the diffs are so big.
So we need to cut up.
It's pretty much just about touching on this floor. Well, depending where you want ride height, but you just need clearance for ride height. So
Yeah, well that diff is so bulky that any higher it'll sit on the ground.
be nice to cut up to that body line.
Yeah, if we can.
Like it'd be nice to go to there. To just have like mass clearance. But whether or not you can.
But they haven't got enough kick on it around here, yeah.
Like that.
Oh, that's good, brother.
It's a big cut.
YOLO!
Why are these pages stuck?
Fuck you, Tony!
Because I've been up against the fucking wall. Yeah, you know the problem with you writing "fuck you, Tony" on everything?
What?
Tony from your reunion thinks that we're saying that about him.
Is that what
And
it
his brother Ezekiel.
Ezekiel!
Yeah, he can't spell Ezekiel.
Shane being really productive today, skinned out.
He's going straight to his wife.
Shane's doing Sandra's job.
I feel like we need to move your
So you're gonna change calendars.
and any methanol / petrol /
Yeah.
and then it's cut. Up to there and all the way down to like here.
What's a bit of bulk between friends?
I think you need to probably.
American ball.
That's steel there, isn't it? It's pulling it out.
Nope. It's almost it, bro. Yeah, you need to fucking go.
Yeah, I know. It's down here, so you can see
Yeah,
it.
it's. Get off the fucking get rid of it while we're trying to hold it.
So much bulk in it. Look at that. It's all through there.
Right, that was surprisingly easy to watch. I thought I was going to struggle watching Jace do that, but now it's a game of find the bog. Seems that the rear end's been covered quite thickly in it in some parts. But the good news is that whole rear section is going to be covered with the new body line, so not so much of an issue. So how does it feel cutting into your RX2 like that?
It's pretty sad.
You're sad?
It's pretty sad because it makes you feel like it's a lot of money you've just cut out. Sanj couldn't watch, he had to leave. He was like, I'm out. He's like, that boot floor that you cut out, it was like, 20 grand's worth one day.
What do you think the internet's going to think?
They're not going to be happy.
Sorry guys.
They're not happy at all, but...
Well, as you say, that rear section is covered in bog, right? Needs to be kind of pulled out and investigated, but
yeah,
you're saying it's going to be covered up, so...
It just needs to be tightened up, so... yeah, it was going to have a lot of bodywork through there anyway, and... we don't build cars that are the same as everyone else, so... it's got to be different.
I'm sure that's going to be a little bit controversial, but as Jaysen said, does things a bit differently, and the end result will be pretty damn cool. Not to mention all that bog kind of needed to be dug up anyway, only for it to be covered up again, but good news is it's not really rusty under there, it's just been done to smooth the body line out, so could be much worse. But where there is rust, which is pretty much here, Jaysen's going to measure up a plate, as you can see, and put that in.
Big chrome trim through here, so you can see the hole where the trim goes through. There. the hole so that trim can clip on the whole way down.
Oh right, yeah.
So what they've done is they've got rid of the chrome to give it like a smooth line, but they've just bogged it through and done nothing else.
That explains the bog then. Alright, so that metal plate's all nicely welded back in, and it's now Andrew's turn to cut the inner guard into sections, fold it up for Jaysen to weld.
Without stabbing my arm.
Without stabbing your arm, yeah, ideally. So as you can see, it's quite a lengthy procedure, you could say. When Jace did the FD, it certainly took a few nights. But you get the idea. Cut, bang, weld, cut, bang, heat, bend, weld, cut, so on.
There's a million different ways to do the same job too.
Yeah, it's true. So yeah, pretty controversial for some of you watching this. You may be thinking, how the heck can you do it? And yes, that might be hard to swallow. However, I have faith in Jaysen's vision, and I'm sure it will look amazing when it's all together. What's going on here? You guys bored?
Yep. Well, we're not good at welding, so...
We are good at untangling.
Are we?
Well, no, you've been there for a while. Can't be too good at it.
Well, they were all connected before, now that...
They were one fishing rod. Now they are individual fishing rods. And we're down to the last two that thing.
So needless to say, Jaysen's RX2 won't be ready for reunion next year. Neither will Blair's wagon, and neither will my FC. But more on the FC soon. So as far as Jaysen's projects go, this is pretty slow for him. Obviously had a few projects in between, kind of flip jobs, and I think that's not slowing down at all, but with those flip jobs bringing more cash for this car. Thanks for watching our videos this year. It's been a bit of a wild ride, but next year's going to be bigger and better. See,
Watch this space.
completion of a lot of projects, some new ones, some random new ones. What we didn't show or talk about was the fate of the S-Cargo. Yeah. I don't think I showed any of that.
It was all over that one. We realised that it was the end of an era and it needed to go, so we got $20 for it. It's great. That's all it was worth.
It wasn't really a long-term project. Like, it wasn't supposed to last a long time. It was like a one-off build, but just yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more shit.
It was cool when it happened, but good stuff. We out.
Peace.